Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. I want to welcome you to my channel, all my subscribers, all my peaches, triggers, lovers, haters, commenters, each and every one of you. I welcome you to my channel. And don't forget the scallywags. Welcome. It's another glorious day here in the Philippines. And every now and then I pick up the paper and I read through it. And Trump Biden clinches enough delegates for U.S. presidential nomination. Huge blast kills two, injured 26 in northern China. You know, Kate conspiracy explodes after UK royal photo grift. Two dead, 22 missing after Indonesia boat capsized. And it goes on and on and on and on. Well, I just had a nice conversation with my brother. Uh, you know, being, excuse me, sometimes the fans needs to be cleaned because it blows the dust, and when I inhale it at night, it does havoc on my throat. So that's one assignment that housekeepers have to do today is clean my fans. Being a valued customer with T-Mobile as I am, I've learned dealing with corporations and dealing with bill collectors and all that stuff over the years is that all it takes is a phone call. It takes a phone call to let them know your intentions, to let you know that you haven't forgotten about them, or to make some kind of effort in paying them. I remember when I was in Las Vegas, I had P.O. boxes. Even in New York, I had P.O. boxes. And the only time I opened up my P.O. box was when I had money to pay the bills. If I didn't have money to pay the bills, I would open up the P.O. box. But who wants to see bills all the time? But dealing with corporations, I learned, it's important to always keep an open dialogue with them. You know, and it's always worked. I've been with T-Mobile for over 10 years now, and I become what they call a valued customer. And so every now and then, they get perks away. So I asked them, I never had an iPad. I bought one for the boys. They have an iPad. They enjoy it and what have you. I bought it from someone on the tennis court, a Chinese guy, and I didn't know much about them, and it wasn't charged, but I said, okay, I think I paid 6,000, something like 3,000, something like that, pesos for it. And when I got home, I noticed it had a little crack in the screen. It had not a crack, but it had like a milky cloud inside the screen, where sometimes if you drop something, that it has that a little film inside. You can see it. It doesn't affect the performance of the iPad at all, but it did. It was noticeable. So anyway, I ended up keeping it, and matter of fact, the boys have been using it now for over 3 years now, which is good. And like I said, I bought my Crystal phone, Mia phone. Everybody's got good electronics, but I never had an iPad. So one of the promotional things that what they had was an iPad for like with a new line for $20 or something like that. So I said, yeah, I'll try it. So I ordered it. I think all I had to pay was like $40 for the activation line, and it'd be $20 or 1,000 pesos a month. Until it's paid, which is however long that is. Who knows? And I have it sent to my home in New York. So I told my brother that T-Mobile's going to be sending him something. So he called me today and said, it's come. They don't waste no time. They must overnight it because he got it the next day, and I'm happy. So soon I will have an iPad. I don't know, much about it, but hopefully, it'll be something that I'd be useful for me to use. It was good talking to my brother. I'm always very happy that him and I um, uh, are able to talk to one another. We've had our shares of ups and downs, as Gladys Knight once sung. And from us being only 14 months apart, we never attended the same schools. Our school we always had upped and moved, and when we were young, And I got to the point where I started meeting friends. I didn't want to meet nobody. Why? Because I'm not going to be here long. I know what's going to happen. We're going to up and move, and sure enough, that's what would happen, but, and because of different paths that we took in life, it kind of made us also astray from one another. But finally, over the years, we've come together and be able to talk to each other. And I visit him, in the family house and all that stuff like that. And it's good. So it was good talking to him, especially with Duchess being here and talking about. And I said, yeah, she's we got a birth certificate yesterday, so today I'm going to file for American born abroad by the U.S. Embassy, and also register for the VA, as another dependent of mine, and also start the process of getting her a passport because I want her to have a passport. In a perfect world, when she gets about 3 years old or something like that, I want me to get hers. I've been telling her to get hers, but that's up to her. You can, but how they say it, lead a lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. So I know when Janelle was about 3 years old, I flew with Janelle all the way from Oregon to New York, which was, I forgot, maybe 5, 6 hour, however long it was, but her and I flew it together. So I know when Duchess get around that age, I want to bring her to New York or bring her to the States, so she can meet the family, and so I'm kind of excited about, that happening. So today I started putting all that in progress, to make those things happen, and then I also got a chance to talk to my uncle Bill. It's always good hearing and talking to him. He's been like the monarch of the family, for a long time. He's always been, the same one, I guess. The rest of them, my family fell apart years ago, but Bill has always been, he was telling me, I said, yeah, I said, yeah, God's been good to me. He said, no, Gerard. He said, you've been lucky all your life. I said, what? He says, I'm telling you, that's the truth. You've been lucky all your life. You know what I'm saying? So, in a way I said, oh, well, don't you think God has a little bit of something to know? You just been lucky. And I said, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be here in the Philippines. I should be locked up or strung out on drugs or dead. You know what I'm saying? The way I've lived my life. But it wasn't until I decided to turn my life around that whereas that I've been able to accomplish so many things that I have accomplished. So we got a kick out of talking about that. Then we talk a little bit more about the family, and what have you. So it's always good. It's always good to touch bases with your family, especially when you're abroad, because you need to hear, genuine, you know, excitement in someone's voice, about you. That's why I like stopping by and seeing people here in the Philippines who I've known since I've been here because I like to see the expression, Gerard. I love that, and I want to have them over. But oftentimes, for some reason, me doesn't want my friends to come over, and it reminds me of of those um, of those crime things where what a husband does, and the woman says, "Well, first thing he did, he took me away from my family. He blocked my friends. I couldn't see anybody. Like he started controlling my life." And sometimes it's like it's unfair. It's unfair. It's like no, I have people who love me and people who want to see my baby, people who want to come and visit. People want to be a part of my life, and sometimes it is kind of disappointing that she doesn't share that same enthusiasm with me and wanting to share my life with others. You know, um, while they're here, it's fine. You can never tell, but the after conversations are tiring. I'll say no more, but it's always good to see. So that's why every now and then, I will go see someone. I will go see a girlfriend, or I go see, family, someone who I haven't seen in a while, just so I can let them know that I still think about you. I let you know that you're still in my life. There's a woman who I know who has health issues, and you don't want to think about them passing away or them. The worst thing that can happen is that there are people who are not doing well health wise, and that and you don't take the time to go see them, or who are healthy, and you just you just need to stop by and just touch them and just hug them. I want you to know I'm still here. I'm still loving you. I still think about you. I still miss you. I wish we can do more things together, but it's kind of uh, that's why I do it. I go see people, who I want to go see. But be that as it may, you know, I enjoy doing that. But outside of that, things are kind of going well. Like I said, I'm registering Duchess today. Janelle, that's my other daughter's name. I'm registering her today, so I'm excited about that. Getting all that done. So you know, but for the most part, living in the Philippines is you know unless unless you have you know a group that you bond with, who go to each other's house and all that stuff like this, whatever like that, it can lead to an awfully lonely, existence here. Lonely in the sense that, sometimes if you do something, like yesterday I had an activity and I won. I won. I won about 3,000 pesos, and like I was, I'm excited. I'm like, what was that boy? Run, run home. I got the lucky lottery. Run home, run. Don't stop. Run home, run home, run. See, I won. And everybody, that's fantastic. Oh, that's good. I knew you could do it. And I got home and I said, man, guess what? I won 3,000 pesos. And it was like all the air let out of my balloon. You know, would it have hurt to say congratulations? Well, that's good. I'm proud of you. And I'm sorry, I have to chalk this part of how you react to Filipinos as that. They're Filipinos. They don't do that. They don't do that. For the ones I know, for the ones I met, I don't see them showing that type of appreciation or that type of acknowledgement for something being good happen to someone, and them showing the enthusiasm for it happening. I I don't see it, you know, and it's like wow, you know, I need to do something because you know what? One thing I need to do is I need to be appreciated. I need to be appreciated by the masses. I need to be appreciated here at home. You know, I need to know that I am appreciated, but it's not going to happen. You know, and it's something I signed for when I'm here. When I chose this path to walk down, I knew what I was in for. You know, I knew. Uh, um, well, in the beginning, it was different. In the beginning, we watched movies together. We went to the beach. You know, we did things together. Went out, but it stopped. You know, it stopped, and it makes for a very lonely existence when you're sitting with someone who you signed on to, to be with, for however long it lasts. And there's no conversation. There is no talk. There's no meeting of the minds. There's no discussion about nothing. You know, you know. I hope it'll change. You know, but then it's easy. It's easy for me to say, "What's the matter? You don't like me no more?" You know, you don't. I'm not gonna say love because I know you don't. I don't get with people because they love me. I get with people because they love who I am, and there is a big difference, you know, of who I am and what you want to love. This is Gerard, Black in the Philippines, with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elder or pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see a vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. I'm living good today. Hope you do too. If you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of Temptation, win something true like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, make him feel like a king and never say no. I'll talk to you later. Peace.